Testing microphone 1 2. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Biff back with you again today. It is Friday, February 13th. It's 10:19 a.m. here in the Rocky Mountain region. And here we are. Time to do a little bit of time to do some FM. Let me send a little greeting to our gamers, to our fellow gamers, a greeting. I gotta go back over here. Where do I gotta go over here? Do this. Okay, we are on season 2, episode 16, wherein we play as Torquay just had a club takeover. Well, let's get into that later. Let's go back over here. Dope. Going too fast. Best camera spots. We're going to go over to Steam. We're going to see what kind of stuff Steam has for us, potentially. Mandalorian is still $40. I think when it goes down to about $20, I might buy it. But not at, I don't think I'd buy it at anything higher than that. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Disciples Domination. Metal Gear Solid Collection. Kitty Powers Matchmaker. Killer in No. Crimson Capes. No, probably not. And Life. Motion Learning Life Evolution. Okay. Wise Guys. No. Captain Whiskers. No. Astro Protocol. High-stakes turn-based 4X-based strategy game distilled into tense 1-hour matches. 6 factions, randomized maps, tech trees, anomalies. Ensure every run is unique. Victories are earned against challenging opponents that play to win. Yeah, I'm always a sucker for space games. Goblin Sushi. Pro Football Online. First third-person, highly skill-based, online multiplayer American football game. It offers sports Game experience unlike any other with smooth, physics-based, input-driven gameplay that is competitively rewarding to pay with no pay-to-win mechanics. I don't think so. Are all of the rules of football implemented in the game? Because, I mean, I've never seen it. I've never seen like a printed out 8.5 by 11 inch or what are they called? A something 11 or something. The European size, like standard office paper, 8.5 by 11 is what we have here in the U.S. Printed out of the NFL rulebook, but it's got to be like this thick. It's got to be so thick. And there's got to be a section on like hard and fast rules, like, first down, what makes a first down and all that stuff. But then there's got to be half of the book has got to be subjective rules. It's based on the interpretation of the referee that's interpreting the rule, because there are a lot of rules like that are just open to interpretation by the referee. And I don't know if I use the term. I forget the differences between subjective and objective. Yeah, subjective is based on or influenced by personal feelings, tastes, or opinions. So a lot of the rules in the NFL are subjective as opposed to objective. Objective refers to information based on verifiable facts, evidence, and data, unaffected by personal feelings or biases, such as the room is 70 degrees. But that could be based on a faulty thermometer. Subjective is dependent on the observer. Objective is independent of the observer. So our discovery queue is complete. Let's go back over here. Come over here. Didn't really see anything in there. So let's go to our Is There Any Deal wait list. Nope, nothing there. So let's come back over here. Let's see, there we go. Looking good in the suit. Let's start up the game. So I was going to say, yes, my team has been taken over by a group, a supporters group. Let's see if we can go back and find that message. Nothing. Let's go to the board. Let's see, board. Nothing. Takeover. Supporters group. Nothing. I would like it if, I mean, I don't know. Most computers would have enough room to like store everything, right? They'd have enough room to store everything in there. I think we have to fix something over here. Did we? Yeah, Joe. I want to talk to Joe Hugo because we tried to terminate his contract, and I think I need to apologize to him. And I can't. I guess I'll just have to wait until he comes in. Did I do this yesterday? I think I did. I did, yeah. Yeah, I already I went through and praised everybody's. But what we need to do is we're trying to free up some money to find a new goalkeeper. And I think I found a new goalkeeper. He'd be a free transfer, but he wanted like $1,400 a week. But he is really good. Because what happened is we had our goalkeeper who was on loan, Evans, and I guess we didn't play him enough, and his manager got mad, and they canceled the loan, and then boom, he's gone. Let's see, Evans. Let's see if we can find that message. Yeah, so we had his manager saying he was unhappy with his with the loan agreement, and he got mad at me because I told him, well, basically, we're playing him as much as we think he should be played. And then they recalled him. And so now I have, he was 3 stars, potential 4.5 stars. I wonder if I can see. Yeah, see, I can't see his, I don't know why I can't see his stats because he played for us. It's like, it's kind of weird. He had 12 appearances out of 27 games. So half the games he appeared in, kept 4 clean sheets, had a 6.99. So yeah, he played okay. It'd be nice if there was like a win-loss record here. That would be really helpful. But they want 120,000 for him. We don't have it. I'm looking at this going. We don't have it. Maybe put it all on the Never Never. You can see he's got really good numbers here. But yeah, his club came in and took him away. Said, nope, he's not playing for you anymore. Maybe I could go to Reading. Maybe I can get a loan from Reading. Reading is my senior affiliate. Maybe I could ask them for a goalkeeper. And I don't. Jack Stevens. I don't have any information on him. He's outside of our scouting scope. Oh, he's 29. I thought he was 20. Oh, need new glasses. Trained at club. They don't have anybody. Let's go back up here to our regular selection info. Do you guys have anybody loan listed for goalkeeper? He's a youth. You guys got playing time happiness. They're all devastated. Why? Why does that happen? Oh, maybe this is because I don't have any other information on them. They got 32 players on the senior squad. This is their starter. Mm-hmm. 28-41 conceded. Wow. Where is Reading? They're 20th in Sky Bet League One. But he'd probably be good for us. Anyways, got my database over here, and I think I was looking at who did I? Harvey. Yeah, I think it was Harvey. Did I put him on my wish list? Yeah, my short list. 16 to 20 aerial reach, 6'4", jumping reach 13 to 17. And I talked to him about coming here, but we just don't have the money. We don't have any money. So what I did is I tried to get rid of Joe Hugel. And I tried to cancel Joe. Try to do a what is it? A mutual cancellation of his contract, and he wouldn't have it. He wanted none of it. So right now I have two goalkeepers, and I have a feeling this is what's going to happen because we're second in the league, even on points. We're 1 goal differential behind Carlisle. I have a feeling this was going to happen. The club FM recalls my backup goalkeeper. Now my backup goalkeeper is James Sure-Handed Hammond, who was with us last year. He was our starting goalkeeper last year. Was he, or was he backup last year? Anyways, he's okay. He's as a backup maybe. 31 years old. Aerial reach 11. He's 6'2", jumping reach 11. But he's not Evans, and Evans was really good. You can see he's reached his potential. And so take this off here. You are not available for under 18s anymore. You are my backup. So yeah, I'm trying to get a goalkeeper in. So what's a way to make quick money in this game? So Dylan Thompson, he's wanted by Oxford United. Harvey is available to sign on a free if I had the money. I guess I could go to the board and say, board, can you increase my go to them and ask them, can you increase payroll? I mean, they are ecstatic with me. They're ecstatic. So I guess that's all I can do, right? Is just say, can you increase payroll for me? And we got up to this point yesterday. We have a game tomorrow against Woking. Woking is 19th in the league. They gave us a really hard time last time. Welch wants to play. He still would want to play channel midfielder if we played this. And then Mansur would still want to play midfield playmaker. I think Young still wants to play inside forward. Yeah. And then Jay would play inside winger. I don't know why it doesn't have winger, inside winger, forward, inside forward. And then Tabor still wants to be poacher. That's what we're training him as. Let's make sure we don't have any other promises. Jordan Dyer. Now, see, I am doing this one, and I've said this over and over. Elias and JJ wants us to improve the club's first team coaching staff. Well, I am improving the club's first team coaching staff by sending them out on coaching courses. I've probably had my first team coaching staff has probably completed half a dozen coaching courses this season. And they're still not happy. What they want me to do is they want me to fire people and bring new people in. And I'm not going to do that. He says I'm doing poor again. God, man. His first position is attacking midfielder, center, and a channel midfielder role in at least half the available fixtures during the promised period. He says, I've done this. I've completed this. I completed this one. I failed. But how is JJ doing? Now, let me see. I got to make sure Finn Welch is attacking midfielder and channel midfielder role. So we're going to go back to this. Attacking midfielder, channel midfielder role. Okay. But then how is JJ doing with he's unhappy and his morale is still like way down. Mm-hmm. I think out of possession. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to tomorrow's game. Yeah, it's really frustrating with those two players because I'm improving the staff and they just don't see it. Finn Welch is a partial pass. He's still only available for 45 minutes. Okay. I mean, I could bring in he needs to get match fit. So, I mean, I can play him for 45 minutes. I just have to remember to take him off at halftime. Now, I do want to go back and check. They always want us to play with cautious mentality. Am I doing the right flank? I am. think I already looked at all this. Aim to frustrate. Switch on every time we lose the ball. Not go chasing it. But you know, the thing is, we're a attacking team. High pressing, attacking. Okay. I'm not sure about stopping crosses. Team selection device, Woking. See, this is kind of what gets me. Okay, I want to go back here. Over here, team selection advice, Woking. Woking is got a markup here. It's marked up. So you click on Woking, it takes you to the Woking page. But if you're over here, that doesn't have the same thing. Why? Why? In my opinion, everywhere the team's name is named, it should be a markup so that you can just click on it and go see the team's information. Like here, Woking. Can't see it down here, can't see it here, can't click on it here. I mean, is it that difficult? You can click on it here. They want to overlap both flanks. They look to get the ball out wide as early as possible, while fullbacks look to overlap and exploit the wide areas. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to funnel them down the middle, which we weren't able to do last time. They scored 3 goals in 7 minutes. So trap outside. So what I want to try to do is go down. I don't want to go down the right. It's telling me to go down the right. I want to progress through the middle because they're trying to trap me outside. Wait. Okay, on the bench, we got James Sure-Handed Hammond. We got our 2 forwards, our 2 midfielders, and our 2 defenders. We've got Thompson, ball-playing goalkeeper, in goal. Maswi and Denzi on the wings with Sam Dreyer and Stickland. I was pronouncing this Strickland, I think. It's Stickland. In central defense, then in midfield, I've got JJ and Manser. And then Manser, of course, wants to play his midfield playmaker role. And then we're going to play Young over here because he wants to play on the left. Why not? Even though he's better on the right. And they want to play different positions. And they got Tabor up front, leading the line. Welch can only play for 45 minutes. So here we go. Let's see if there's any new opposition instructions. There's not. So let's go to the match. I might have some ads starting here, so I'm going to keep an eye on it and then maybe take a break. Let's do, well, ads starting soon, it says. Let's go. Defenders, make me proud. Midfielders, make me proud. Attackers, make me proud. So try to get the match started. Okay, Woking starts with the ball. I think what we're going to do is, let's see. Okay, never trigger a press. But this guy hurt us last time, so we want to tackle him and show him onto his weaker foot. This guy really hurt us last time. Ads are still starting soon. And I want to mark him. So, okay, ads are in progress, so I'm going to take a quick break. And I'll be back in a little bit. And thanks for watching. Hey, everybody, I'm back. Thanks for giving me a break. I appreciate it. And let's get back into the game. Hayden O'Brien. So I'm not sure if so what I want to do is I want to mark Tom Davis, especially. He needs to be marked. Now, it'd be nice if I could mark him from this screen, right? Since this is my opposition instructions screen, it'd be nice if I could give my players instructions from this screen. But I remember Birchall hurt us last game. Crane is not in the side right now. Is he in the... He is. Okay, so he's most assists. Aiden O'Brien and Che Alexander. So I need to know. Che Alexander's not in the team. He must be injured. But so I need to mark Aiden O'Brien. He is 6'1", jumping reach 10, crossing first, heading 11. So I need to mark him. And then I need to mark Tom Davies. Didn't have a lot of fitness, not very strong. So I think I have my wingbacks set to track back. Not my wingbacks, my forwards to track back. So I think I want to have Stickland. He's very aggressive, though. I think Sam is better marking. Yeah, he's better marking and tackling. So we're going to have Sam mark Aiden. Yep. And you're going to mark him tighter. Because Sam's pretty quick, too. And then I think I'm going to have JJ. Mark Davies. Mark tighter. I think it said don't press him though, right? Yeah, because JJ is he's pretty aggressive, but he's got 11 marking and 13 tackling. But I want him to tackle normally because he's so aggressive. And then I want my wingbacks to mark I want them to mark their forwards. No, I want them to mark their wingback. So Young would mark what, the right wingback? Young, what is your marking and tackling? No good. They're going to wind up getting cards. Jay, you are marking 6, tackling 5. You can still mark your position at least. You're going to mark the left wing back. Well, we'll see how that goes. Let's encourage. One shot, 0.01 XG. I know what I'm going to do. See, I need to figure out how to read this map. We're just not getting enough shots. Try to bypass the press, be a little more direct in our passing. We start counterattacking because that's what we do basically. They said pass up the right side, right? Let's try that. Try passing into space, work ball in the box. Crossing style, let's go with low crosses. Try to generate more offense. Only one shot on target. We are working the ball into the box. There's been a highlight yet. There hasn't been a highlight. And the first highlight is theirs. Tabor gives it away. Into Turner. And of course they score. Because they're 20th in the league. And our teams always have a problem against teams lower than us in the division every single time. And that's, sure, we'll play for set pieces. And we got a long shot. Of course we get a long shot. And that's the whistle highlight, as it's called. Two shots, two on target, one goal. They do have better XG than us. Ah, brother. Happens in every single game against teams that are in the relegation zone compared to us. We have 7 shots, 4 long shots. You cannot, I don't know how to do it. How do you stop your team from shooting from distance? I can't. Anywhere from 33 to 50% is the average that we shoot from distance, even though I have discouraged long shots. It's just, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because it's just a waste of time. Look at this, 54 passes in the final third. How many touches do I have? Well, I guess that's how many touches I have, right? Because these are passes in the final third. So the touch originates in the final third, 54. So we have 4 times the number of passes they have in the final third. We've got 33% more ball share than they do. Get it. We're going attacking, though, that's for sure. To start the second half. Just nobody's having a good game. Like, why? What's performance? Isn't that what rating is? That's their performance? Nobody's playing good. Some were motivated, some are composed. I can't click on tactics now. Can I click on second half? Let's find out. I want JJ over here. Young has the ball stolen. They get a highlight. Here's O'Brien. Sam, you're supposed to be marking O'Brien. Do you know where he is? Oh, we stopped that. We got a possession. We need to come back. Like, our defensive line needs to be lower. We need to drop off more. We're trying to trap them inside, and they keep getting outside. I don't know how that works. Let's get the ball up to the flanks. Completed only 3 crosses. Four corners. We've won 22 headers. We could play for floated crosses or just go with balanced mixed crosses. Free kick. Young's going to take the free kick. Nothing came of it. I only have 1 shot on target after 55 minutes. This is not my team. Who stole my team? What have you done with my team? Yeah, we're just going to make changes now because somebody stole my team. Guys, every single one of my forwards is just having a lousy game. Oh, Welch is supposed to come off anyway, so that's no. Low Everton, you're supposed to come on for him. Undo. Low Everton, you come on here. Be channel midfielder, fine. Jay's having a lousy game. Can Tabor play? He can play over there. What is he going to play? Inside forward. Okay, you can play inside forward here. Sonny, you can come up here. You're Poacher. So let's try to shake that up a little bit. Both Welch is supposed to come off anyways, but Jay's having a terrible game. We're attacking. And I think we're going to go demand more. I'm going to go very attacking. You just head it out to there. Can't you at least head it down to one of our players? And he just lumps it out. There's no reason to just lump it out. Of course, there was no reason for him to just lump it out either. Don't shoot from long. Oh, brother. Look. Look. Shots from distance. Discourage. I always discourage shots from distance. Look at this. Our XG is 0.15. This isn't my team. This isn't my team. Yeah, I'm gonna demand more as soon as I can. Well, at least Young is tracking back and marking Davis. Oh, great. Red card. Tabor's injured. Doesn't show he's injured. Where is Young? He's on a 663. I mean, I love it when the guys that come on as subs play worse than the players that you take off. Frustrated by the feedback. Denzi's having a 619. Man, get him off of there. Mazwi, how are you doing? 691. Okay. Pressured by the feedback. We'll get it together. So I think Pilling, we can have you come on for Young. Young is tired. And then Manser, you feeling the pressure? Okay, so Manzi, Worthington. You're going to be our DM. Put you on box midfielder too. What is that? That's pass into space, I guess, huh? Well, there's space over here. There's a lot of space up in here. Is that where you're going to pass the ball to? Now, that's the kind of header that I'm talking about. You don't just lump it out here into no man's land. You see one of your players that's available for a pass, and you head the ball down to them. JJ pushed him. Gosh, man. Now, come on, let me give a shout. Keep the ball in play. Try to keep the ball in play. Just lump it up to the target man. Get a corner. I mean, we were the world beaters. We were the world beaters. Second place in the league, being newly promoted. Woking in 20th place and 19th place. See, now I'm going to go back out because So I should berate them, I think. Tabor scores. Yeah, I need to berate them, I think. Demand more. Got it out to the flank. Okay. We're going up the right side. Oh, man. So close. It was 15. 90 plus 7 minutes. This is where FM breaks your heart. Track him back. What is this going to be their whole highlight? Oh, come on. Control the ball. Control the ball. Just throw everything forward. Nope. This game. This game is something else. 15 shots, 4 on target, better XG, outwon them on headers. They fouled us 17 times. They got a red card, right? And we still couldn't beat them. Oh, this game. Let's see, 15 shots. Half of them are long shots, even though I always discourage long shots. Always. And I cannot stop my team from taking long shots. They just won't. We had twice as many passes in the final third. Almost twice as many progressive passes. Had more ball share. Yeah, I don't. It's just the game wanted me to draw them. I lost to them 5-4 last time we played. I guess they're just our nemesis, right? They're our nemesis. Frustrating. So now we're 2 points behind Carlisle with whatever goal differential they made up. Yeah, so now we're 2 goals behind them, 2 on goal differential. It's going to be tough, I think, to make. Are there like 2 playoff promotion spots? We're 7 points ahead of Yeovil still. Yeah, I don't even want to read that article. Match report. We already saw this. Better XG than they did, even though we had a 1-0. Well, we just under XG'd ourselves, but they had dominated the match. And even though possession was 50-50 and we were getting off more shots, it said that they had way more momentum than we did. We didn't have any momentum in the first half. Completed the same number of passes, completed more passes in the final third. I mean, what do you want me to do to get more momentum? Yeah, whatever. Woking. You're in 20th place. You're going down. Right? You're going down. You're in 19th. You're right there, tied with three other teams to go down. And the only thing that's keeping you up is your goal differential, which you didn't do well with today. That's the only thing that could keep you up is your goal differential. -7. Oh, well. Okay, we've got... so our players here, then they're going to rest here. Let me guess. One of the key findings in the game is going to be we scored none of the 7 shots that we attempted from outside the penalty box. Even though the coach tells us, don't take long shots, be patient, work the ball into the box. Are you worried that some of Torquay's players might grow complacent because of this good run? I'm not prepared to answer that question. What good run are you talking about? That's what I would say. What good run are you referencing? We scored none of our 6 shots attempted from outside the penalty area. Really? That's strange. Not? Yeah, we regained possession well in central areas of our own third of the pitch. That's why we were trapping inside. We struggled to make inroads from attacking areas from the left, with just 20 of our 84 entries into that attacking third of the pitch coming from there. We're allowing the opposition to have a good shots to touches ratio when they get into our penalty area. And we're trying to keep them out of our penalty area. Okay, accept. We can't afford to do so. That's what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a bunch of players from the under 18s out for loan. See if I can get another goalkeeper in. I mean, we only gave up 1 goal against them. Sutton is 16th. They're playing pretty much the way that Woking play. More direct passing, progress through both flanks, overlap both flanks. They play a mid-block, trigger press more often, and trap outside. So we're basically going to play the way we did against Woking. Whether that's good or bad, they're going to try to trap us outside, so we're going to try to progress up the middle. Discourage shots from distance. Do you guys see that? Jack is 6 foot. Not super strong. Doesn't have great command of his area. Youssef? 5'5". Kane? 6'1". Kane is the star, basically, so we got to mark him. Brandon Njoku, most assists, not in the starting 11, it looks like. Dylan De Silva, he played for us My first season with Torquay. Okay, let's see. Is it Sunday? It is. So tomorrow we're going to rest our players. Everybody else appears to be fresh. Now my training. Yeah, we had ball retention, ball distribution, transition. We are going to go from preparing for set pieces, since we don't score a lot of set pieces anyways. We're going to go to technical. We're going to go to chance conversion. We're going to train this every week. Every week. Hmm. Let's see. February. I wish I could just scroll through my whole calendar. And then we've got a run of games here where we don't have any midweek games, so that's kind of nice. So after these games here, we're going to do goalkeeping. And then we're going to do overall. And then rest. Because we're going to rest our players, our starters here. And then here, we'll do chance conversion. We got to start converting our chances. Here, we want to do transition press. We want to do transition restrict. We want to do here we want to do ball retention. What do we have? They had it over here somewhere. Ball retention, ball distribution. Where's ball distribution? Oh, here it is. Okay. So it's interesting here. My assistant manager had match practice in the middle of the week, but not down here. There's no match practice here, so I wonder why. So we're going to go back over here, general goalkeeping. And then overall. Set piece routines, I guess. Your goalkeeping. Overall. So we're playing Sutton 16th, Altrincham 24th, Wealdstone 21st, York 9th, Carlisle 1st, and then we have a game against Cheltenham 8th and Rochdale 5th. Yeah. 9th, 1st, 8th, and 5th. What a run of games. Ads are going to start up again in 10 minutes. Okay. Oh, I got my thing here. It is uneasy with attacking approach. You could make a real statement about your intentions in this match and go on to attack from the opening whistle. How do you approach this game? My job is to win soccer matches. Our approach will be one which gives the best chance of doing that. Yeah, my job is to win soccer matches, Mike, not yours. Your job is to help me win soccer matches. Yeah, we always play with a positive mentality. So basically, they play just the way that Woking play. They don't take good corner taker. They don't have good corner takers, so we encourage them to cross. Long range shots in this team's specialty. About our squad's technique. About the squad's technique. Stickland's aerial ability may help. Worthington's work ethic. JJ's ability to win the ball back can help exploit this. Young's ability on the counterattack. Basically, I get those same messages whenever it's something to do with heading or set piece chance creation. Stickland's aerial ability. 6 of a total of 70 assists. Last 18 matches have come from crosses. What do we want to do then? One of the tactics we can do is stop crosses. So Welch, are you still no, it says you should be match fit. Okay. All right, let's see what happens in this game. Tactical advice. We should play with a balanced mentality. Gives a chance to see how the match is playing out before deciding if any changes are required. Opposition won't play direct. We can do a higher defensive line. Should I listen to this? How about higher? Okay. This doesn't look like a higher defensive line. It's interesting because it shows you here the instructions that would pertain, I guess, to this section of the pitch when your team's in this section of the pitch, where you would discourage long shots, for example, and then in this part of the pitch and this part of the pitch, but it doesn't have, and also out of possession, it doesn't have in there your defensive line, where you want your defensive line to be. I'll let the players decide. It doesn't have some of these things on there that it seems like they would be on there. I don't know. That's next. kick long from goal against have forcing turnovers on the high press. We're considered the underdogs. We're considered the underdogs. Second place in the league. Where is Sutton? They're 16th. We're considered the underdogs. They have a -5 goal differential. We have plus 35. I mean, I'm just saying, they're on 30 points. We're on 64. I'm just saying they've lost 5 in a row, and we're the underdogs, according to my assistant coach's thing here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do bypass the press and do long goal kicks. Do long goal kicks. Now, see, this is why I would like to have access to this information in the game engine. Like, if you actually do have a tablet, you would have information of this nature, and then you could go to your assistant and you could yell at him if these things don't work. Force our attack and play down the left, and then go in hard. No, we're not going to go in hard, Mike. Mike. But I will take your advice, and we'll go down the left. Even though they're going to try to funnel us to the outside anyway. So I guess we should play for set pieces if you want us to go down the left, right? I mean, the left, correct? We did get some players in the Enterprise National Team of the Week. This guy's he's really the best player that we have right now. Transfer available, zip. That's good because I have no, yeah. Wage availability, 1.3K, negative. Oh yeah, I was going to go in and offer out a bunch of my under 18s on loan. Just offer basically all of them out on loan. Where is Lalujo's squad view? Salary? He's not going to get into the club. Available for loan. Jordan Dyer, you're probably not getting back in either. Ads are in progress, so I'm going to get up and walk around a little bit. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. Hey everybody, I'm back. Thanks for the break. Appreciate it. Who is this? He's marked available for loan. Hugo, available for loan. See if we can get some clubs that come in and at least these more expensive players that are been made available to the under 18s. And see if we can get some of them out on loan. Because I'm paying them pretty good money. I'm paying them, but not playing them. So got a game today. Got a few chips here. Paul Ferguson's taken over Carlisle. Hopefully that just means nothing but bad. Sorry, Carlisle. Let's go back to tactics. Let's go to opposition instructions, see if we have any new instructions. No, we don't. Kane Hemmings is the top goal scorer. So we need to mark him. With, I forget who it is. Stickland is 6'3". Sam is 6'3". Stickland is stronger, but he's more aggressive. Sam is 12 aggression, but he's got better marking. So we're going to have him mark Kane. And then who can mark? Brandon's a little guy. Tackle. Show him on his weaker foot. You definitely going to tackle you. Show you on your weaker foot. Aaron Jones used to play for Green Bay. Tackle you normally. So, Brandon, who's going to mark Brandon? I think I want JJ to mark him. When he comes into the box, I'm going to mark him tighter. Tackle him standard. Now, I still want my guys to track back, and I want you to you're on the left, so I want you to mark the right wing back. You're on the right, so I want you to mark the left wing back. Right? You can be pressing. Covering center back. Hold your position. It's fine. You are a ball playing keeper. You want to play ball playing keeper? We'll do line holding keeper. Looks like your stats are a little bit better that way. Let's go to the match. Yeah, the bench we got James Sure-Handed Hammond. We got our two forwards, our two central midfielders, and our two defensive And these guys just are not, I don't know why. They're both playing a little bit. I don't think he's going to be able to play anyway. He's wanted by Scunthorpe. Okay, come and get him. Carson. Bradshaw probably should loan list him. Oh, he's already on. I can't loan him. I can't loan him out because, and I can't sell him because, reasons. Okay, and then starting, we got Thompson in goal. Maswi and Denzi on the wings. We got Sam Dreyer, ice cream, and Stickland. In central backfield. In midfield, we got JJ and Manser. Across the front, we have Young, Welch, and Jay. And then we have Tabor leading the line. Any changes to our opposition instructions? Nope. Let's go to the match. Hope everyone's doing well. I don't have anybody. So always mark Jack Wadham. Okay, do it. I don't have anybody in the channel right now except for my moderator, blessed be. But I know I do have VOD watchers, and I do have people that come into the channel and just kind of hang out without expressing themselves in chat. They just like to lurk and stuff, and that's fine. But I just want to say, I hope everybody's doing well, and hope you're enjoying the stream. What if I say this? Motivated. Take control of the midfield. This is Elias and JJ. They appeared inspired. Good. Attackers. I expect to see quality finishing. Finishing. I want to see the ball in the back of the net. I expect to see the ball in the back of the net. So we got to make sure we've got our Jack Warsham instructions. Never triggering a press. See, this is why you always need to check this. Like every 10 minutes. They make a substitution or something. Jack Washam, we should never trigger a press, right? No, she would never trigger a press on Junior Eccleston. Never trigger a press. He is what? 6 foot, 11 strength. Let's tackle him though. How about Eden Prudy? 6'2", jumping 14, heading 11. Logan, 6'4", jumping 15, heading 13. So we did have the thing set for Jack, right? Always mark him tightly. One long shot already. No shots yet for Sutton. do seem to be working the ball down. But we're 16 minutes into the game. Always mark tightly. We already did that. Okay. (26-8) on final third passes, doubling them up on progression passes. We've got a third more ball share than they do. But we need to do this. Opposition passes per defensive action. They're only allowing us 9 passes before they make a defensive action. So we need to do something about that. I think we need to play through the press. Or if we're gonna bypass the press, then let's make our passing more direct. Long goal kicks, let's do that to mixed. Let's let the goalkeeper do that. Let's get the goalkeeper, let's get the ball to the our playmaker in the middle of the pitch. Let's mix the flanks up. Pass into space. Yeah, if you want us to bypass the press, then we need to make our passing more direct. Get a shout. They are definitely getting more possession. That's a nice little trip. It always looks like a trip when they're tackling. Tabor's in. Tabor scores. I don't see a linesman over here. So let's just consider that a goal. Tabor runs off of his man, who gets turned. And that's a nice finish. It's a nice finish. I don't like that you can't shout when your team is leading. Finn Welch. Oh. Another long shot from Finn Welch. Let's have a little talk with Finn, shall we? Finishing 8. Long shots 8. Let's do shooting less often. Shall we, Finn? Take more risks with your passing, because your passing is what? 13? Sure. Your dribbling is 13. So yeah, dribble more. Shoot less often though, okay? So we're trying to prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and they like to go down the flanks, but we're trying to trap them inside. They like the short passing game. So what's the best way to disrupt that? Just press them? Okay, Denzi. No long kicks. Welsh gets the ball back, gives it over to Maswi. Maswi comes up the left-hand side, driving into the byline. Manser takes it's a long shot but it's inside the box. No highlight. We only have 2 corners. So let's go off of, if we are on play for set pieces, let's go off of that. Going to get on to counterattack. I don't know why we were off of counterattack, but we were. So let's get back onto that. Is this a whistle highlight? Yep. It's a whistle highlight. 8, 2 on target, 4 long shots, 50%. Gosh. I wish you could just tell these guys, stop it. And they wouldn't take long shots anymore. I think I know a way that might help that. We're even on headers one. They've bumped up the possession. Let's see, we've got double the final third passes they do. We've got a more progressive, got more ball share, even though they have more possession. I think possession, they said, is like time, how much time the team has it. Whereas ball share is like how long the ball is at your feet, I think. I could Google that. So we're still allowing them 16 passes before we take a defensive action. They're allowing us 11. I mean, we are pressing, and we did dominate the first half. So let's go address the team. Okay, so one of the tactics that we do is balanced and then passing. Because I heard somebody say one time that if players don't have a pass, if they feel they don't have a pass, like in the final third, they're approaching the penalty area, they will shoot. They will shoot. So it doesn't matter if you have it on discourage shots from distance. If they don't feel like they have a pass, then they'll just shoot the ball. So that's why we do shots from distance. Leave that at balanced, but keep this balanced. Keep pass reception balanced, because if a player sees that they can't play the ball into the feet, then they're going to take a shot. If they feel they can't, if you're playing with play balls into space, but they feel like there's no space to put the ball into, they might take that shot. And so it's just a way to give the players more options what to do with the ball, instead of saying, pass the ball into feet, play the ball into the box, passing directness, this is how I want you to pass the ball. And then if they can't do any of that stuff, then they're going to take a shot. So how do my players look? Now, see, this isn't good, because now I have to make another team instruction to confirm changes, because now if I click on cancel, I think, no, I can just click on second half. Okay. Team shape. How's everybody doing? See, having a bit better game than last game. Welch is still a struggle, I think, coming back from injury. Yeah, I wish we could do a shout that would let us encourage the team. We're up 1-0. Let us encourage the team. Thompson gathers the ball. Lumps it out to Njoku. Njoku. What a header by Denzi. Man, he headed that ball 30 yards right to Welch, who gives it right back to Denzi. Nice stop by Thompson. In fact, it was no problem for Thompson. Masri goes up the left. Young crosses. And Jay, did the goalkeeper bobble that? It looked like the goalkeeper might have bobbled that rebound. He is not happy with that. Oh, it was a shot by Tabor. The goalie saved it but did not collect it. And then it just came right back out to Jay. So now I can praise him. And they're all happy, pretty much. And they're just lumping the ball downfield. Oswey's got the ball again. Give it to DeYoung. Young crosses over to Tabor, and Tabor scores. It looks like a good goal. So I don't want to say anything, but we're getting some of our goal differential back right here. Nice cross by Young. Great header by Tabor. How is Welch doing? He's doing good. Okay, he's on a 6-6, but he's not getting too tired because he is coming back from injury the last few games. So I think at 68 minutes, we're going to change some of our tactics. They were having a great game. Young's having a great game. Welch is coming back. Jay's having a good game. Manser's having a good game. Sam, not a great game. Complacent. I got to tell him, don't be complacent. Oh, and we want to change our team instructions to go to a we will still counter press. We'll still trap inside. We'll still do all of that, but in possession, we're going to lower the tempo. We're going to time waste more often. We can still, we'll go standard attacking, keep ball in play, balanced build-up strategy, mixed goals, balanced goalkeeper distribution. We're going to have our goalkeeper distribute more slowly. Standard patience. Pass reception will be balanced. Progress through will be balanced. The team shape. Who else needs to possibly come off? I mean, everybody's playing pretty well. We get a Pilling come on for Manser, or maybe Worthington. Pilling be defensive midfielder, deep lying playmaker. I know Manser's not going to like that because Manser thinks that Pilling's going to take his job. He's concerned about that. I think that'll do it for right now. Nothing specific noted. Shouts, let's praise again. Why do you want to introduce Tyson Golden? Where? Both of my wingbacks are playing really well. Where do you want me to bring Golden on? How's Denzi doing? He's tired. Okay, yeah, we'll bring him on. Who else is tired? Anybody? Well, still playing really good. Pilling's playing good. Barrett. Stickland? I could bring Worthington on for Stickland, right? No, he can't play back there. But JJ could play back there, and I could bring Worthington on next to him. No, who can play back there? Nobody can. So, Stickland, you're Stuckland. Welch, I think maybe I'll bring Low Everton on for Welch. Just give Welch a break. comes up and snaps it up. Jay gets it, gives it to Tabor. Oh, Tabor finishes. He knows how to finish. What a run by Tabor. Perfectly timed. He could have let the ball roll a little bit more instead of cutting back for it. I still have one more substitute. I do. Struggling to meet the pace of the match. I think maybe I should train JJ to play. He is 6'3". I could just train him to play as a defensive back. So Golden. It's only 5'10". He can play as a no-nonsense center back. Should probably take Sticklin off then. Who can I bring in on the right? Pilling. Can Pilling play over there? He cannot. JJ, can you play over there? He cannot. Worthington, can you play over there? You can. Okay, so let's move Golden over here. And let's bring Worthington on over here. As, just do fullback. You can play wingback. But then what do I want to do with your out of possession? Let's bring you over here. Get some rest for Stickland. Just playing a little keep away here. Lumps it into J over to, was that Tabor? Got a corner, but there won't be a, yeah, there was a shot-ish. Sure, do low crosses. Jay's got it over to Pilling over to Worthington looking for a pass, just passes into space. And there we go, Matt J to Jake Tabor again. The J to Tabor. Matt, the J to J. Is it Jake Tabor? Yeah. J to Jake. Connection. So let's praise him. Dominating. Now, it's interesting because I basically played the same way against them as I played against Woking and beat them 5-0. And Woking played the same way that Sutton played. And I played the same way against Sutton as I played against Woking because they're playing the same tactical style. In Woking, we drew 1-1, and we beat Sutton 5-0. Oh, let's see. Long shots out of how many shots? 17. So now, see, that's a win, in my opinion. Now, that changed, and it may have changed because of the way I had the tactics set up. I told them, look, give them more options when they're passing. So that they don't feel like the only thing that's left for them to do is to shoot. Let's see. Progressive pass is the same. We played well defensively. They had 8 shots, 3 on target. We played well defensively. So we did allow them 18 passes before we took a defensive action. They only allowed us 12. But could be that. What did we have? Their goalkeeper had a stinker of a game. Jake Tabor was on a 10. Matt J is on a 10. Chuffed. JJ. Are you coming back, JJ? You coming back to me? Are you coming back to me? Are you coming back into the fold and not be angry anymore? How about you, Elias? See, that's what we're used to. That's what we're used to. Can't do that. Tabor says Torquay top. Jay in top form. And his top form was 1, 2, 3 assists. He had a hat trick of assists and a goal. And then Tabor had 4 goals. That's what I'm used to, especially against teams in the lower half of the table. Torquay United have extended their unbeaten record in the Enterprise National to 17 games following their 5-0 result against Sutton United. With half the season gone, Gulls are now beginning to convince the public that against all expectations, this could indeed be a successful season. Torquay are the top goal scorers in the Enterprise National with 66 goals from 29 matches. Our recent good form has led to many recalling All Souls famously knocking Lincoln out of the FA Cup in 2025, a match that still lives long in the memory of their supporters. Now, I would like to request a new contract. I would like to remind everybody we are doing ball retention, ball distribution, transition press, restrict, play from the back, chance conversion. We're doing chance conversion here. So, yeah, we're trying to convert our chances. So we're starting to do that every week, once a week, convert our chances. Where is our goal differential? We're up by 3 on goal differential now with Carlisle. Carlisle's only given up 17 goals. Wow. That is huge. That's better by what? 8. That's better by 8 than the next best team. And we are next with 9. That's 9 better than us. We've got 7 better on. We're 7 better on goals than Rochdale. We're 12 better on goals than Carlisle. So let's see what 17 games left in the season. See how it goes. Okay, so tomorrow our guys are recovering, and then we're resting for 2 days. And then we've got Altrincham, which is bottom of the table, coming up. So let's continue. Finley Cray has agreed a deal to leave the club and join Chippenham. Loan. They're going to pay 60% of his salary. Accept that. Best viewing was to be found at Playmore, a crowd of 5,619 witnessed an upset. What? Why are they still calling it an upset? Go easy on Sutton. I'm sorry, Blessed, I didn't see you there. Hey, what's up, Stegosaurus Vigo? I didn't see you there. Did you say that before the game or after the game? We're in the middle of the game. Yeah, it says here that we had a 5-0 victory, convincing 5-0 victory over Sutton United. It was an upset. It was an upset. How is it an upset? They were like ranked, they were like 14th or something in the league. I just looked at it, but still. Yeah, I think they were 14th or 15th when we played them. So I don't know how they call that an upset, but that's what the game does. Player of the week, Matt J. I've already praised him for his recent form. One goal, 3 assists. Mike Edwards spoke at length. He is pleased to go top of the league. Anytime you go top of the league, it's always pleasing. Now we have to stay there. Key findings. 4 or 5 goals have been scored from positions close to the penalty spot. That's like in hockey. If you're not familiar with hockey, in the offensive zone, you got 2 circles, one on either side of the goal. You got 2 circles, face-off circles. Then in between the face-off circle, there's an area maybe twice as wide of the goal that the goal kind of sits in the middle of it. That's called a slot. That's where you want to get the puck for shooters to shoot to score. No goals at all from 5 touches in our penalty area. We conceded none of the 6 shots attempted from outside. We conceded none of the 2 shots attempted from inside our penalty area. No goals at all from 5 touches. No goals from 2 shots attempted from inside. We're doing very well in limiting the number of times the opposition touched the ball in our penalty area. That's good. Tommy Phil needs to be a little annoyed about the extra work expected of him during training and should be addressing that before these concerns grow bigger. Okay. Form deserves recognition. I think we differ. I think this meeting's run its course, Sam. Sam doesn't like to be praised. Jake Tabor, just the opposite. Jake Tabor, just the opposite. He scored 4 goals. 10.0 in his last game. I should have just picked the first one. And then who do I got to talk to? About, Pilling. Tommy Pilling. Okay, Tommy Pilling. He thinks he's training too much. Yeah, we'll take control of his. And then I want to go to JJ. I want to see about training JJ as a about training him as a central defender. Normal training focus. Probably, well, no. Maybe decisions. Strength. What's his strength right now? 12. Decisions. Defensive position. That's a good one. You said that comment it was 2-0. I'm sorry, I missed it. The press probably is calling it an upset because Sutton might have been predicted to finish the league above you. I'll check on that. They don't care what your current league position is when they make comments like that. Okay, so we're going to try to train JJ to be JJ's been playing as a defensive midfielder. How do I have him set up in our tactic? Defensive midfielder, okay. And then Manser, we have him set up to be a midfield playmaker and then a pressing central midfielder. Okay. Pilling, we reduced his thing. I was going to check. So they're predicted to be 14th. I think actually initially we were predicted like down here. I think we were predicted down much lower, maybe even mid-table below Sutton. Yeah, I could see we're promoted. 4 teams were promoted. I guess what, two out of the north, 2 out of the south. So let's see where our finances are right now. Do I have any budget money? I don't. Ad start in a minute 37. So I'm going to take this ad break when it comes up. I have to go open the door for my wife when she gets home from work. So now we want to rest our guys. I already clicked on this. We want to rest our guys. They've gotten their recovery and match review in. We got to rest our starters for the next 2 days for the match against Altrincham. Now against Altrincham, I might wind up playing their 24th. I might wind up playing a rotated team. But I still want to rest my guys. Let's see. Is it 1 day or 2 days? I forget. 2 days. It's fine. Ad starting soon. Crane loan completed. Altrincham scouting report. So let's see, there's tactics sound much shorter passing. Okay, I'm going to jump out and take a couple minutes of a break so I can go upstairs and set up the back door for my wife to get in. And thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Hey, everybody, I'm back. Thank you for the break. I appreciate it. Let's see. Altrincham like to play a much shorter passing game. Pass to feet, play through press, play low crosses. This is very as opponents lose focus. So maybe I might have to use shouts that say focus. An extreme variant of the control possession style. Work ball into box. Maybe trap them outside. If they want to work the ball into box, trap them outside. Jimmy. 6 foot. Jimmy Knowles, top scorer. Keaton Ward, top assister. 6'9", 6 foot. And most dribbles, James Gale. James Gale. Are we tackling you, James? We're going to be. So what was I saying? Trap outside. Since they want to get the ball into the box. Out of possession, they shoot less from distance. What's this? When they're out of possession, they shoot less from distance. They use a higher defensive line, so we probably try to play back through them, huh? High press. Trigger press more often prevents short goalkeeper distribution. So maybe go to bypass the press. It wants us to do long goal kicks. How about mixed? We're gonna do what we did last time. Passing directness. We'll let the players decide. We do want to counterattack. We'll do a balanced goalkeeper distribution. And do a balanced progression. Let the players decide. So if I say pass to feet, then players are going to try to pass it to another player's feet. If they can't find the pass, they might try to shoot if they're in the final third. Same thing with pass into space. If they can't find any space to pass into, they might try to shoot if they're in the final third. We'll try that. Today's Wednesday. Did I rest my guys? I did rest them for 2 days, right? I did, okay. Yeah, I think I started the league. I think they predicted me to finish, Torquay to finish in the bottom half of the league, and maybe that's why they said that Sutton would be an upset. I'm gonna have a Stroop Boffle. Stroop Boffle. Very good. Get these in the US anyways, you get these at World Market has them. And this is a smaller container of them. Costco had them a couple years ago. I don't know if they still have them around Christmas time, but they had a container about 3 times that size. So in 2 days. Of course, that's Thursday. So he's probably not going to be able to play. Saturday. Or he might be limited to like 45 minutes. Jay can play there. Jay could play here. Young could play over here. Freeman could come in. Hayfield is also good in the middle. As a channel midfielder. This year he's taught 2 goals and 1 appearance. But then Freeman also might be good up there. He's got 8 goals, 6 assists. His average rating is 729. And he can play up there also. He can also play on the left. So I think we'll bring him to the team for right now. Okay, Uriah still has a bad attitude. Now, I could do, let's see if any of this drops off. Between now and then. So what stroopwafels are? They're like this little waffle. These, they're like waffle, real thin. Real thin. Like cookie with caramel in the center. Really good. Get his camera spots over here. Make sure that this is over there. Okay. Match prep. I press. Oh, they changed this. Did they change this? Okay. Let's focus on the final third. We want to focus on attacking situations in the final third in possession because we want to be scoring goals in those instances. Suffered 4 straight league defeats, relegation. Canada's find themselves 24th place. I would rather focus on the game itself than needlessly discuss it. More technical attacking training. Killing wants to do more technical attacking training. Well, let's see if we can figure that out. Dribble, dribble. It is football. I mean, you got to dribble a little bit. That's it. So this is the only thing I can think of. Because there's no, in the training thing here, there's no individual training focus. There's no technical, tactical training. Attacking movement, maybe? Now, see, this is one of the things that bugs me about this game, is that my players, you're telling me that my players telling me this. He thinks he should be doing more technical attacking training. But is there a technical attacking training option available anywhere? Attacking movement? I think they have you on endurance because your stamina must be low. Yeah. We're trying to get your stamina up, kid. So the only thing that I can think of is attacking movement. He's not talking about that, right? He's talking about this, right? Where he wants us to do like a something like this or something like this, attacking shadow play. Because that's the only thing, because this is technical, but there's no technical attacking in here. It's chance conversion, chance creation. I mean, you could call that attacking. Whatever category is mentioned in the inbox, that's just the thing. There's no specific technical attacking training that you can go to. Any of the options in technical. Well, we are doing that. We just started doing that. Since I just started deciding that every week we're going to be at least training chance conversion. So what I'll do here is I'll do an attacking. No, I'll do tactical, attacking shadow play, and then I'll do a tactical defending shadow play. Okay, so let's come back up here. Attacking, tactical, attacking shadow play, defensive shadow play. So this may be what he's talking about, because it says specific work on the tactical and mental side of the attacking phase. So maybe that's what he's talking about. Okay, Tommy, I hope you're happy, because I know I am, because I'm the head coach. Tactical advice. We should play with a balanced mentality because, they're favorites. Opposition won't play direct. We should push up with a much higher defensive line. They say much higher, because they're not going to play direct. Okay, I hope you're right, because otherwise you're getting fired, and we are going to improve our coaching team and make two of our players very happy. They're not a crossing threat. Might be advantageous if we invited to cross the ball. Okay. Invite crosses. Yeah, go ahead, cross the ball. Sure. No problem. Play through the press. If there's even a press to speak of. Okay, I'm taking your advice here, Mike. I'll get it back here. The reason I'm changing these myself is because I don't really trust the game to do it by just clicking on here. Down the right side. I don't trust the game to do it. And what else, Mike? Encourage players to unsettle the opposition. Go in hard. Get a red card. We don't try to play for set pieces, as they are much better than us in the air. Okay, so let's not play for set pieces then. Keep the ball in play. Alrighty then. I hope you're happy. Best player on the team. Look at him go. Where's his training thing? Look at him go. Wow. Best player on the team. 4 goals in the last game. Menzie. It's always the same players that train well. I remember I'd have coaches get upset with me I was playing hockey as a kid. They get upset with me because I'd be trying to get the guys at a practice to get the guys to be more serious about practice. Come on, let's practice. Let's get serious about it. And they're just lackadaisical skating around and stuff and not really focusing, And the coach called me over one time. He goes, "Look, I'm the coach. I'll deal with the other guys. You just do your job." Okay. Um, and so I remember I got at least one other player to kind of think about things the way I was thinking about. And I noticed in the NHL, the one game a week that was on, I think it was CBS back then. We got 3 channels, CBS, NBC, and ABC. 3 channels in my hometown. The one game a week that was on back then, I noticed that players would stand in front of the goal and try to tip the puck in from shots like from the blue line. So I got this defenseman to practice with me. I said, "You take your shots on goal, and I'm going to try to tip the puck in the net." That week, so we practiced, I don't know, half a dozen shots, dozen shots, maybe 2 dozen. That week, I scored a tip-in goal. The only tip-in goal that I can remember our team scoring that year, but I scored a goal. The same defenseman, he was on the right point. He took a shot. The shot was going across goal. The goalkeeper moved to his right, and the left side of the net was wide open. I just raised my stick, tipped it in. I should have gone back to the bench. I didn't, but I should have gone back to the bench and just looked at the coach and gave him a little wink, Yeah. That's what happens when you work hard, coach. You get results. I think maybe the coach didn't. We were like the best team in the league. I think we wound up like 14-2 or something like that. We were far and away the best team in the league. So he probably thought, hey, the guy's got homework. We practice at night during the week. Guys got homework, whatever. If they don't want to practice that hard, that's fine. But I wanted to get better, Now I never had a career in hockey, but I did try to take it seriously when I was playing the game. I wanted to score goals. And that year in ice cream, that year in it'd be nice too if maybe there was an indicator that you praised them. Maybe this would turn gold or something to indicate that you've already praised them. I'm just thinking, I'm just spitballing here. Because I want the game to what? I want the game to get better. But yeah, we had a really good team that year. I was kind of coming into my own a little bit as a player. It's like maybe the second or third season I've been playing organized competitive hockey. And I was on the second, I think I was on the second wing or the second, I think it was a third line actually. I was a third liner. And I remember my very first goal. I was so, my head like flew off when I scored my first goal. I was just like, I was out of it. I was so dazed and happy and like excited. I actually went back because the coach kept us on the ice after we scored the goal. I actually went back and I lined up in the wrong position because I was just so like, I scored a goal. But yeah, that year, I think that was the same year. in 16 games, I had 4 goals and 4 assists. And yeah, it was just it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I think Golden, we just did Golden, right? But yeah, I just want it to be I want us to be good. I wanted to score goals, and so I wanted to learn best how to score goals, you know. Yeah, I think it'd be nice if maybe once you've interacted with them on this, you would get some type of not a report, but just something indicating that yeah, you've interacted with this player. No, I don't think I'm not gonna go down this far. They say you should only do the 8s. So I don't want to upset. Players will get upset if they're not used to being praised. They will get upset if you praise them. If they don't, if they're, I guess depending on personality, I don't really know. Sunny Low Everton, not required. Okay, I don't believe that. James Dunn, so our payroll just went up, probably about $310. But he shines. Charlie Dashfield continues encouraging return from injury, but it was the performance of James Dunn that stood out. He's up to 2 stars. Wow. Should we bring him onto the bench? Should we have Sonny on the bench? He's light. These guys are all heavy. The match is today, so now I got to decide about my let's go with full rotation. I don't think he's going to be available. Omaru, did he play in the game? Who do we want on the bench? Probably not Dyer. All these guys they're all on heavy. Low Everton's on light. So let's get him up there for Dyer. Worthington's on light. Sonny Goldfish is on light. Carson, Edwards, Thomas. Worthington, you'd come back down here. Sonny, you come up here. Carson, you are left back. You'd come over here. Edwards, you are midfielder. Thomas, you are right back. So I need a defensive back. Maybe Dyer. So Thomas could play on the right or on the left. So we could have him come in. So we got our 2 forwards. We got our 2 midfielders. No. Our midfielder, Edwards. And then we got our center back. So Carson would miss out. Manser, Tabor, JJ. So we had to give each of these guys a rest. Bradshaw can actually play here also. Golden, O'Connell, Pilling, Hayfield, Omerud, inside forward. Hugo, what do you want to play? Channel forward? Hugo, score some goals for me, will you? Score some goals for me. Now, none of them are really match sharpness, but we're playing against the worst team in the division. So, Sonny, Low Everton, Worthington, Edwards, Thomas, and Dyer. Thomas can play on either side. Edwards can play in defensive midfield. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Any more instructions for the opposition? No. This is frustrating when your match gets postponed. You're like, what? Okay, so we're going with a heavily rotated squad because we're playing against the worst team in the league. So on the bench, we've got Thompson. We got Sonny Go Fish, Sonny Low Everton, Sonny Go, and Sonny Low. We got Worthington, Edwards in midfield, Thomas and Dyer in defense. We're resting all of our guys that have heavy match. We're putting in guys that have light match loads. So starting, we got James Sure-Handed Hammond in goal. And James wants to be what kind of a goalkeeper? A ball-playing goalkeeper? Sure. We got Bradshaw and Golden in defense. I'm going to be right back. My wife is home from work, sounds like, so I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Well, let's go to match. They're all lacking in match sharpness. Danny needs a squad number. I'm glad we got extra squad numbers. Nathan Diami, always marked tightly. Okay. Midfielders, defenders. Strong defense today. Midfield. I know you're capable. Attackers. Give us an edge. Come on, Joe. Give us an edge. So let's make sure that we've got Nathan Diami marked. Trigger press against Sam Barnes, who's right here. Never trigger a press, and trigger a press when the ball's played to Oliver Smith. Always. Let's show him on his weaker foot.
I'm gonna write this letter.
Okay.
Have you seen that thing here? I had something here.
Okay, I'm back. And what was that one? Nathan Diami. Yeah, always trigger a press on him. So wait, Jimmy Knowles. We want to mark him, right? So we got to mark him. Keaton Ward. Dribbles for match James Gale. Down here. So we want to tackle Gale. Put him on his weaker foot. He's speedy, so we don't want to press him. But we do... what did it just do? It took off that stuff? No, it didn't. Okay. So I guess this is how you can get out of this screen. I just found this out basically by mistake. Because we confirmed some changes and stuff, but then additional changes. I'm looking at Jimmy Gale, and I want to tackle him and show him onto his weaker foot because he likes to dribble the ball. So I'm going to try to tackle and take the ball away from him. He is okay at dribbling, not great. But now when I close this, it takes me back to this screen, which is actually where I want to be. And it doesn't change. It didn't change anything. It didn't erase anything over here. So now I know I can click on one of these players and then just close their window and it'll take me back to my screen here. Because what we want to do is we want to Barrett. Marking 11, tackling 11, aggression 9. Marking 11, tackling 11, aggression 14. So Barrett, we're going to have you mark Jimmy Knowles. And then you can mark him tighter. Strickland, who are you marking? You're marking Jimmy Knowles. Okay, that's fine. And you're marking him tighter, okay. So who we're going to have Barrett marking? Could have mark a position. Just have mark standard. And then who is there? Keaton Ward is the most assists. He's got 16 pace. Look at that. His passing's 11. Will Holt's passing is 9. Diami's passing is 9. So probably I want so again, we're just going to go back to that other screen. Close this. O'Connell, how is your marking 11, aggression 9, tackling 10? So we're going to have you mark Keaton Ward. And we're going to have you mark him tighter. And you guys out of possession are going to track back, and you're going to mark wing back right. You're going to mark wing back left. Okay. I gave Hammond the nickname Sure-Handed because in one of our matches, I think it was in the first season, one of our matches, he must have caught the ball like 7, 8 times. Just caught the ball. Doesn't matter if it was a free kick or a kick from right inside the box, whatever. He caught it. So I gave him that nickname. Oh, Golden, light on the pass to Amarad. Holt. Okay, Amrad gets the ball, throws it up to Hugel. What can you do, Jimmy? You can give the ball away. You can do that. They're getting it out to the wings. And what are we trying to do? The tactic I think we're playing is trap them outside, right? Well, I tell you what to do. We're going to change the trap inside because we regain possession of the ball in the middle area of the field. That's where we are well at regaining possession of the ball. Got to shout some encouragement. I might have to go to I'm probably going to have to go to this tactic too. We're just going to we're just going to do balance shots. Do we want to encourage dribbling? I'm going to balance that. Let's balance this. Let's do balanced on everything because most of the play, most of our guys are they're not real familiar with the tactic right away. So let's let them pass and shoot and do all that stuff from where they think it's their best position on the pitch to do that. We do want to get the ball back more often, though. We're not really, they're dominating possession. So you got passing direct as standard. Let's go to pass more to pass to feet. Let's do balanced. Let's do balanced build-up strategy. Let's do balanced here. But balanced on creative freedom, balanced build-up strategy also. Five shots, 2 on target. 2 long shots out of 5. He wants to play for set pieces now. Okay. Okay, O'Connell gets the ball, gives it to Hugo. Hugo loses the ball again. You know, Hugo, if you don't do anything in the first half, I'm probably going to have to take you off. I'm probably going to have to take you off. Tell him to focus. Probably going to go back to balanced because I've got a mixed team. Okay, we saw enough of that. Some people liked it. Some people like the focus thing. 2 shots on target, 1 goal. We're going to go back to positive. It's probably not even going to go through. This is going to be a it's going to be a end of half. I mean, I'll give him a little bit more time. These guys are like, yeah, but coach, we're not match sharp. You do practice, don't you? But I mean, if Hugo doesn't do something soon, I mean, look at the Omerad. He's a 6.9. He's a 2.5 star. He's 2.5 stars. Granted, he's 20 years old. Take more risks. What's your passing like? Your passing's 9. Let's take less risks on your passing. Why can't I change that? Oh, take fewer risks. No. Yeah. Why won't it let me change this? Okay. It's not locked. It doesn't show that it's locked. Dribbling's not great, so dribble less. Cut inside. Yeah, we want you to cut inside. Finishing 12, heading 11. Shoot more often. Take more risks. No, with your passing. Why can't I change that? It won't let me change it. I don't understand that. Okay. How about if we just play you as a forward then? Or a winger? Standard passing. Okay. How about less passing? Take fewer risks. Shoot more often. Forward runs. Dribble frequency. Dribble less. You can dribble more because you got good dribbling. Oh, no, you don't. You don't have good dribbling. Sorry. My bad. Dribble less. Passing's 9. Take fewer risks. You can shoot more often. You can cut inside with the ball. Nobody's having a really good game against the 20th ranked team in the division. Or not 20th, they're 24th. That was close. That was not sure. What? Come on, sure-handed. Hit the bar. Did he save it? It says it hit the post. Good job. Probably going to have to go attacking. I'll wait till we get to our next set of... You got 6 shots. Press them, press them, press them. Can we do something here? Can we put something together, guys? Stickland's coming up. Stickland's like, I got to do something here. These guys don't know what they're doing. There is Freeman. I don't see the linesman over here, so it looks like that might be a good goal. That's all we need to do is just play him through. That's a nice pass from Hugel. Gets an assist. Seven shots. Too long. So that's about 25%. We're winning headers. So I think we're playing for set pieces. So we're 60-40 on possession, but ball share, we're about the same, 60-40. Yeah, so we've only had 42 passes in their final third. Ads are starting soon. I'll keep an eye on that. Let's do let's try to work the ball in the box to try to get more possession in the final third. I'm probably going to want to go positive here because I would like to win this game. Omerod's having a terrible game. Hugo can play out here. Hugo can play on the right as an inside forward. Low Everton can play on the right as an inside forward. I'd like to get Sonny on. So I could do this. Bring Sonny on. Poacher. He can play as a inside forward. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. Ads are up, so we'll see you back here in a little bit. And thanks for watching. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Thank you for giving me a quick break there. I appreciate it. Let's see. No drop frames today. I remember yesterday checking at one point, and I had at one point yesterday I had like 6,000 dropped frames. I'm like, where's that coming from? So next ad start in 54 minutes, and actually going to be leaving. So I got to finish this game because we're going to be leaving it here in about 20 minutes to pick up my daughter from school. So we took Omerud off. He's having a bad game. Probably a little too young for him. Even though he was like 2.5 stars. Hayfield's not having a great game. I think you should take Hayfield off too. Put Low Everton on. Can Low Everton play? He wants to play what? Attacking midfielder? Channel midfielder. Okay, we'll leave him at channel. See, my back having an okay game. Bradshaw's having an okay game. I could bring Dyer on. Barrett. Barrett's not having a great game. Let's see. It is the 68th minute. I think I want to leave my substitutions though for my attacking area. Freeman's having a good game. Pilling's not having a great game. Who could come on for Pilling? Worthington or Edwards? Worthington maybe. Can O'Connell go up higher? He can. He'll play here as a what's this? A wide what? Oh, a wide central midfielder. Okay. Midfield playmaker. What's Pilling's best position here? Central midfielder. Well, let's play him that way then. Central midfielder. So I got the 2 off. And then we'll see about making a change for Barrett at the back. Or possibly Golden. I think Barrett can move over. He can. Let's pep talk these two guys. Plenty of time to change the game. Go out there and make it happen. Low Everton, I think, and Sonny like this. The game's still up for grabs. Try to score the winning goal. Yeah, motivated and inspired. Okay, Aldring has made a substitution. Probably should have looked at this. Okay, let's get control of the ball. Let's get control of the ball. Guys kind of, they look all bunched up in here. And you're kicking it to nobody. Okay, let's come out here. Let's get some attacking stuff going on. He's fired up. Hugel, not having a great game. Pilling, not having a great game. Who can come on for up top? Nobody. We took off our 2 guys. But can we play Hugo in the center there? No. Sonny, can you drop back and play? No. Barrett not having a great game. Stickland frustrated by the feedback. What feedback? Okay. Thomas. You can play on that wing. Golden can play on either wing. So we're going to bring Golden over here. Bring Thomas over here. Out of possession. We're going to flip you this way. Let me go attacking. Edwards, you're not very good. Worthington, O'Connell. Can you play up there? O'Connell? Can you play up here? As a wide central midfielder? Midfield playmaker. That's what I want you to play. Start playing these guys in. Worthington or Edwards? Does O'Connell need to come off? No. Golden? No. Pilling's kind of tired. They seem like they're the ones going for it here. Go very attacking. See if we can pull one out. Not time wasting. Dyer, Golden, to Dyer, to Pilling. Come on, guys. Nope. It's going to be a draw. Didn't have the so you can't rotate. You can't rotate. I'm going to look at that. Okay. You, Hugo. You're not good enough today. You're just not good enough. So now we drop out of first. We got 1 point lead on Carlisle. Carlisle, who's going to be playing, not sure when, next. Oh, brother. He makes his debut and does nothing. What's his name did have a again, bottom half of the table. About half my team was rotated out. Bottom half of the table. Didn't rotate my team. 1-1 draw. I mean, not even bottom half. This is bottom, period. Bottom in relegation zone. And didn't rotate out, rotated out, same result. Third in the league when I played Totten. Totten was third, won 2-0. Sutton was 14th, won 5-0. It's just a mixed bag. So that's going to do it for me. It is 2:00 and I got to go pick up my daughter. I think we got in 3 games today. I think we got in 3 games. Yeah, Woking, Sutton, and Altrincham. So we're 1-0-2. And I'm not going to be rotating, I don't think, the rest of the season. Not going to rotate. Maybe for Cheltenham to Rochdale. No, I'm not. I'll just give both of them. I'll give all my guys, my starters, 2 days off here. I'll give them these 2 days off here. I'll give them these 2 days off, 2 days off here. Yeah, I mean, this is the end of the season. It's the end of the season. Why do you have to have games jammed in here like this? Why? You know? It's like 2 weeks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 games in a 14-day period. Why? It's the end of the season. Okay, let's see. So what's next? This is my training here. It's my recovery day. And then my recovery day. And then this is my rest day for my starters. And then we go into our for Weldstone, which is Altrincham. Why does it go back to this? Weldstone, which is in 22nd. So that's going to be another tough game. 1-1 draw. Yeah, so why here? Now if I click forward, okay, it comes to Weldstone. If I switch over here to general, I don't know how this works. So you know what? If I click on today, it should today. I think today should be on your screen somewhere. Not like you click on today and you're like, where's today? Oh, I got to scroll down. No, I shouldn't have to scroll down. It should be on the screen. That should be a simple programming fix. All right, so today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. Let's continue. We will go to Sunday. Our unbeaten run is like, what, 18 now? All right, so training. We're going to go to our squad. And we're going to have them rest for a day tomorrow. Let's just go through this mail here. Cracker at Lamb Ground. Gateshead 5-3 defeat against Tamworth. Player of the week, Chinonso Chibueze. Ward shows the importance of out of possession. Faced a number of questions about his reaction to the match. Your personal nemesis that he stopped everything your team tried to do. He showed everyone and some of the players, my players, how to approach playing without the ball. That's why we... let me just show you something, Mike. First of all, we're trying to squeeze in all of this training when our players need rest. Okay, so transition press, transition restrict, ball retention, ball distribution. We're trying to keep some sense of ball retention, ball distribution, transition, press. So it's not, I mean, yeah, we're doing stuff to learn how to play without the ball. So, yeah. We restrict the opposition just one goal from 44 touches in our penalty area. We struggled to make inroads into attacking areas from the left. We're giving up far too many touches of the ball in our penalty area. We gained possession well in central areas of our own third of the pitch. Attacking third of the pitch, we've come from central positions. Right, so that's why we want to move. And see, that's the thing. He told me to attack. See, this is what I don't like. There's no advice available at this time, but I should be able to go back and look at the advice that they gave me to see if it was accurate or not, because it wasn't accurate. And that's my own fault for listening again to my assistant manager. Okay, I'm gonna save the game. And I gotta head out, go pick up my daughter after school. Save the game again. And then let's take just one quick look at where we are. Again. Every other team has a game in hand on us, which is not good. Carlisle can go top. We do have potentially an 8-point lead still on Rochdale. Same on Yeovil. We still have goal differential of 3 on Carlisle. And 14 on Boreham Wood. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thanks everybody for watching. I got to get going to pick up my daughter. We leave in about 5 minutes. So got time to put my shoes on and run. And thanks everybody for watching wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And we'll see you next time, which will probably be next Wednesday, I would think. Because my daughter's off for 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then my wife is off. And so probably next Wednesday, I'll be back on. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.